Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy Vijalarazzi, and today I wanted to talk about 3 mistakes beginner traders make. I know when I first got into trading, these were 3 mistakes that I found myself struggling with over and over and over again before I finally managed to work through those problems. And I know that new guys getting into this crypto space are going to be going through this same exact thing. So I want to talk about a few things, maybe help you guys out so you can start to see what mistakes you're doing wrong and how to fix those. So mistake number 1, beginner traders like to buy pumping coins. Why does this happen? Because of FOMO, or fear of missing out. One of the hardest things to do when you get into trading is learning the market psychology and learning when to buy and when to sell. The worst times to buy is actually when the coin is going up, due to the fact that retracements are very likely, and when you're buying a coin that's going up, the risk to reward isn't nearly as good compared to if you were accumulating at low prices. That's why it's really important to learn how to sell when prices are going up and accumulate and look to take buying actions when prices are going down and everybody's scared that it's going to go lower. When you're buying and you're accumulating at very low prices, that's what's going to give you the best risk to reward setup. And if you accumulate in cheap prices and then the coin starts rallying again, you're going to be able to sell very easily into all of that buying pressure. So mistake number 2, beginner traders hold on to losses. Why does this happen? Traders are afraid to take a loss, or they didn't plan their trade. If you're not planning your trade ahead of time before you take it, you're basically going to be left as scraps for the market to just dismantle you, and you're not going to be able to make any profits that way. I know a lot of the times when people first get into trading, they're afraid to take that loss due to the fact that they don't want to be losing any money. However, one of the first rules to trading is learn to take a loss. Remember, losses are always part of the game when it comes to trading, so expect them to happen. Don't worry about it whenever it does happen. If you have a plan in place before you enter your trade, then you're going to have a stop loss as well, and then you can get stopped out if the trade goes south and it doesn't go the way you're expecting. So that's why it's super important to plan your trade. If it doesn't go the way that you thought it would, remember, cut your losses short. Let your winners ride and cut your losses short. If you hold on to losses, it's going to really wreck your account and destroy any gains that you are making potentially. Mistake number 3, beginners trade with emotions. Why does this happen? Lack of discipline. Now, emotional trading is the hardest thing to get over for these new guys. I know that for me personally, I'm a very emotional person, so when it came to trading my own money on an open market, my emotions became very, very, very rampant. One of the hardest things to overcome is actually just trading with those emotions and learning how to take logical and strategic steps in place to buy and sell inside of the market. So if you're not creating a plan and you're not sticking to that plan before, you're basically just buying out of your own negative emotions, which is going to come back to haunt you 9 times out of 10. There are those occasional winners where you can go and market buy because the coin's been going up and you will make money off of that. But in the long run, you're going to be losing out far more due to the fact that emotions are a very primal instinct. And so if you're not making a logical decision based off of charting analysis and probabilities, chances are you're not going to be making the right decision overall. If you're trading with emotions, chances are you don't have a very well thought together plan. Without a well thought together plan, that leaves a large room for more mistakes and errors. Here's actually a graph of the emotions that a newbie would feel inside of the market. 90% of the market is losing money, and about 10% of people are able to actually profit in the market itself. So over here, there's a graph of the emotions that a newbie will feel trading inside of a market. Now, remember, a newbie is always one that's chasing prices. Something that they'll feel is they'll have optimism, excitement, and thrill, and then at the very top of the market cycle, they'll experience euphoria, they're getting over leveraged, they're adding to more positions, they're buying the tops of these coins because they just think it's going to go up forever, and then the market corrects. Then they start to experience those negative emotions because they don't have a well put together plan, they're holding on to losses because they bought the top of the market cycles, and then you start to experience anxiety, denial, fear, desperation, panic, and then finally at the very bottom, they all capitulate and sell their positions. That's why it's so important to be buying when everybody else is fearful that the market's going to continue to go lower. Remember, the momentum of the market can't always continue going down. It has to have pullbacks. So if you're accumulating in those low prices when nobody wants it, you're going to get the best risk to reward setups every single time. So if you can learn to flip the script and start accumulating when everybody's fearful rather than buying when everybody's excited, then overall you're going to perform far better in the market than somebody who's stuck on the opposite end of the spectrum. If you found yourself in any of the same situations that I found myself in when I first began trading, this is some tips that can help you fix that and overcome some of these struggles that you may be experiencing in your trading. Number one, trade with the mindset, I have enough or I can go without. Always be the guy that has the mindset of my glass is half full rather than half empty. Because if you can do that, chances are you're going to be more patient and you're going to wait until the proper time to take buying actions. If you're too excited and you have to force yourself into a trade, chances are you're going to be making irrational decisions. You're going to be chasing coins that are going to cost you profits in the long run. So it's really important to just stay patient and stay the course of the market. There will always be another trade. Number two, develop a strict trading plan and hold yourself accountable. By strict trading plan, I don't mean you have to have all kinds of crazy indicators and you don't have to be a professional trader to develop a strict trading plan. All that means is that before you ever make the trade, you create your trading plan, and then when you get filled in your position, you stick to that trading plan. You need to have a target for when you exit the market. You need to have a buy-in at which you want to enter the market, and you also have to set a stop loss. Stop losses are really important because if you don't set a stop loss and the trade goes against you, it's really easy to get stuck in the emotional side of the market and hold on to those losses far too long. If you hold on to losses, you're going to get stuck losing all of the profits that you can gain in the rallies. So make sure that you develop that trading plan and you're sticking to it. Then you're going to be making more profitable trades, and even in the times in which you're losing money, you're going to be learning far more due to the fact it's very logical and you're not going to be stuck in your own emotions and overthinking what's going on. Number three, understand losses happen to everyone and there will always be another trade. Once you can get used to accepting losses, it's gonna help you overall because it's gonna allow you to exit the market on time and you won't be so stuck overthinking it that you end up holding on to these losing positions far longer than you need to be. If you can exercise good patience, you're gonna be able to wait for the right time to take a trade. So remember, stay patient in your trades, always feel like you have enough and you can go without, and develop a strict trading plan and always stick to it. Hold yourself accountable too. If you're not holding yourself accountable, your emotions are going to be taking over your trades and it's going to cause a lot of heartache and losing trades. This was my tips that I had for you guys. Off the top of my head, these were 3 things that I knew I struggled with when I first got into crypto, and I'm sure a lot of you guys struggle with them as well. If you found this video helpful, always remember to leave some constructive criticism in the comments. Anything you guys say can help me improve my channel and improve the learning experience for everybody in the community. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.